Good morning. I am out here on Blue Lake in Grant County, Washington, and I thought I would choose Blue Lake kind of as the most generic name for a lake to make a video on how I go about fishing in the summertime and what depths I target for what species. And so through this video I'll just go through why I do what I do. First thing I do is I find a depth map of the lakes, and a lot of lakes now have pretty decent depth maps available online. So here's GPS nautical charts. Blue Lake, like a lot of lakes, kind of got this like bathtub sort of shaped bottom to it. My target today is going to be smallmouth bass and whatever else is in this lake. So boat launch is up here. I'm gonna head down here to where it's like 10-20 feet of water and start by throwing a Ned rig. And that's basically my starting point, and just take information as it comes in. The fun thing about fishing is every day is different, every situation is different, and you just take in information as you go, and no matter what, you have a good time. Okay, 18 feet of water. Throw the Ned rig. See what happens. I'm giving myself 2 hours. Figure this out. Fish on. We're on. Right on the bank. Okay. And that is a smallmouth bass. Little guy, chunky. Yeah. You go. Let's try that again. Right on the bank. Beat the bank with a Ned rig here. Fish on. Okay, I think we found a little pattern here. Beat the bank. Beat the bank. What's up, Seagull? Chunky. So we do it again. There's a bite. I think there's a bite. Oh, tug. Got tugged. Fish on. That one's a little deeper. Same size as the other two. Ooh, cool. How deep are we? We are 13 feet. Oh yeah. blink. Fishing. Fishing. Ah, that's crazy. Right on the shoreline. Fish on. Smallmouth nation, little smallmouth. Crazy. Okay, can make a move, try some deeper water here. Okay, fish the edge. Fish on. Right there on the edge. Oh, better smallmouth. Right there on the edge. Ooh. Fighter. That's a nice fish. Cool. Look at that. Chunky bass. Chunky bass. See if we get another one. Let's try the night crawler rig. Switching up, going finesse. Night crawler rig. Put night crawler and jig head. See what happens. 18 feet, marking fish. Try the old night crawler, jig head action here. Got some worms, gotta use it. Kind of like a Ned rig. All right, see what happens. Blue. There's a bite. Fish on. Fish on down deep. Oh, that's a fish. Oh, put a bed in the rod. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, God. Only got 4-pound leader on here, so we'll see what happens. You can see the fish on the sonar down there. He's like 10 feet below the boat. Leader's coming up. Oh man, it's not a monster, but it's a decent fish. Oh, I wonder if I can do that. There he is. Cool. Another decent smallie. Chunky. Look at that. Blue Lake smallmouth. Bloop. Untangle, buddy. Come on. All right, 3-ounce bottom bouncer. Show him. See what happens. And we trolling. Oh, so much line to get her down there. There's a bite. Fish on. We're on. What could this be? It's coming up. Is that a brown trout? I think it might be a brown trout. Looks like a big brown. No way. Where's the big bass? It's brown, whatever it is. Slam that thing. I think it's smallmouth. Drag's a little tight. Oh, that's a nice smallmouth. What up, smallmouth? It's crazy. It's a little chaotic. Woo! Come on. That's cool. A brown bass. See you, bud. Well, that's cool. There's a bite. Let me. Oh, he's on. We're on. What could it be? Small, whatever it is. Could it be a trout? I don't see it back there. What is a trout? Got a rainbow on. Nice. Cool. Rainbow on. Long time. Got a rainbow out here. Ooh, get the net. Oh, nice rainbow. Chunky. Basin rainbow. Fatty rainbow. See, bud. All right, I have been out here for 2 hours. It was a fun 2 hours. I'll do a quick recap on what I did. So I fished very simply. I was using one rod, a 6.5 foot long medium action ugly stick. I love the ugly stick because it's a very reliable rod, very tough, reasonably priced. Had a 10-pound Power Pro as the main line and about an 8-foot section of 8-pound P-line fluorocarbon as a leader. At the bottom end, I was using a 1/8 ounce chartreuse jig head with like a 4-inch Senko that I chopped the top third off. So the Ned rig, I don't know why it works, but it works. I like using it for smallmouth bass, and I actually started fishing about 20-ish feet of water and nothing much was going on, and I fished along Highway 17 here behind me and got into some smallmouth bass like right on the shoreline, and then kind of followed the shoreline rocks, and there was like a nice kind of submerged point that came off the highway, and I caught some a little bit better sized smallmouth bass there. I did explore a bit of the south end of the lake. There's a bunch of strange kind of stringy weeds on the bottom down there, and I did catch 2 perch. Did finish out the day dragging a 3-ounce bottom bouncer in about like 25 to 30 feet of water. Did get a fat smallmouth bass doing that, as well as a rainbow trout. One thing I will say about the fish in this lake is they seem to be very plump and happy. This is a very productive lake. It's got a lot of zooplankton in it, a lot of bugs for the fish to eat. And like I said, I was out here for 2 hours. I caught a number of fish just doing really simple stuff. So if you want to make a trip out here, you can totally just do what I just did. Just fish along the shoreline with some plastics for bass and fish out a bit deeper for trout. This lake does get a lot of attention from like water skiers, wakeboarders, and people just out enjoying the water. And the water's very clear. It's nice to swim in. Right now the surface temp is 72 degrees. And I guess I'll just kind of close out by saying that it's been a long time since I've fished this lake. I actually grew up in Ephrata, which is just south of here, and I always remember Blue Lake being a fun lake to fish, and that certainly is the case today. And there's also other lakes in this area too. So I will be back. I'll make another video here on Blue Lake. I'll also make videos on some of the other cool lakes that are down here in this little chain of lakes known as the Sun Lakes. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you all in the next one.